The following is a presentation of Girard Sports Live. It's time for Girard High School Athletics on Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net. Also by Ag Choice of Epler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Call Service, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Niskins Auto and Towing, DS Construction, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Farmers Bank, Girard Medical Center, Hydrex Appliance, The Jagged Edge, GN Bank, Larrett Ceramics, Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drug, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Producers Cooperative Association, and Roto-Rooter.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time for Girard Sports Live.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome out to Frank Jameson Field, Girard, Kansas, for the first game of the 2023 season for the Girard Trojans. Glad to have you back here on Girard Sports Live. I'm Josh Ledner, alongside me, Jess Murphy. And Jess, there's one constant about this season for both of these here tonight. It's questions. There's lots of questions for both of these squads this year. Lost a lot of players last year, and so it's kind of like Forrest Gump's box of chocolates tonight.
Yeah, I was talking to coach and staff. I've been prodding them for months, trying to get inside information, but about the only thing I can get is they're returning three or four key players that played a lot of downs last year. They was able to get other kids in games. A lot of remember back through last season, the Trojans was able to dominate a handful of games. The quote Coach Phil Pot basically told me we just play the cards that they're dealt. A lot of new faces, and he's got big expectations. We'll just have to see how they play out.
Yep. High school football. That's really all you can do. Just play the hand that you're dealt. Trojans doing that tonight. Columbus Titans as well. There are teams, a lot of players. Not sure what to expect out of them here tonight. And it's not going to get easier down the road this season for either one of these teams. But if there is one thing that kind of makes you feel good, it's that there are a lot of teams rebuilding this year. Frontenac rebuilding, Girard, Columbus, Galena, lost a lot of players. So the team that could just, I think, be the most consistent throughout the season might have the best record in this area anyway.
Yeah. I agree. It's like we said, it's high school football. We got accustomed to 10-1 teams back-to-back, deep runs in the playoffs. I'm not saying that this can't do it. It's going to be probably a different look, a different style of football we're going to get used to. Might be a lot more between the tackles, 3 yards and a cloud of dust. So we'll just have to see what happens.
And the Trojans, we're talking off the camera. We'll talk about it a little bit more. Going to be starting a freshman quarterback tonight. So lots of things to discover about this squad. And we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Why settle for less than the best? Croccan's gigabit fiber optic internet is now available to Pittsburgh, Frontenac, and Fort Scott, and many rural areas in between. Croccan has the best speeds, the best reliability, the best service, the best support, and is overall the best value on all ultra-high speed internet. If you want the best home internet connecting as many devices, equipment rentals, contracts, or overages, it is the time to switch to the best. It's time to switch to Croccan.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust, federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Whether you're suffering from the latest bug going around or have a chronic illness that needs regular monitoring by a physician, Girard Medical Center clinics offer quality care for your family close to home. 5 clinics are available throughout Crawford, Cherokee, and Bourbon counties, including Girard, Arma, Frontenac, Cherokee, and Uniontown. Our express care is also available Saturdays, Sundays, and most holidays for the unexpected illnesses that arise. Girard Medical Center clinics and express care, caring for our communities one patient at a time.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field, Girard, Kansas, for tonight's matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Columbus Titans to get this season started. I know we're experiencing a little bit of an echo right here. We're trying to get it sorted out as we go. Good luck with that, huh, Jess? All right. I think we may have gotten it cleared up. I mean, we backed into that one, buddy. I don't know.
That's why you're the best in the biz, Letner.
Start hitting buttons and unplugging things, and
I just go home when it happens to me.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Did you try turning it off and turning it back on again? Anyway, we're back on the air. We want to let you know Girard Sports Live, brought to you by Croccan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get gigabit, the fastest internet in southeast Kansas with Croccan. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org or see everything Croccan has to offer at ckt.net. Hopefully the Trojans get off to a better start, Jess, than we've done tonight. This is our Community National Bank and Trust pregame show brought to you by none other than Community National Bank and Trust. They've been serving the area for over 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan instant issue mascot debit card. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. So we mentioned a lot of teams around the area rebuilding. One team I think we'll keep our eye on tonight, Jess, well, a couple teams we got to keep our eye on. First, Colgan taking on Frontenac tonight because Trojans are facing them next Thursday night at Hutch Field. So if you saw an older version of a schedule, and it said that the Trojans play Friday night. It's going to be Thursday night next week against Colgan, as is often the case when you travel to Hutchfield to play the Panthers. But one team that's looking kind of dangerous this year is Parsons. They scored a lot of points last year, started off really hot, and then kind of fell flat down the second half of the season, but they return a lot of dudes, and if they can be more consistent than they were last year, Jess, they look like a pretty dangerous team. Yeah,
Parsons was extremely fast, and like you said, a lot of those kids were sophomores and juniors. And you mentioned Colgan. I don't know if there's such thing as a CNC leagues per se anymore because you don't play enough games with the extended regional postseason.
Did you see Colgan's 1A this year?
Yeah, and they're returning. They were pretty good last year, and they're bringing most of them all back.
I mean, that's going to be a 1A juggernaut right there.
Should be anyway.
All right, well, since we're talking about other teams, let's take a look at some of the area matchups brought to you by Diskins Auto and Towing, 120 East Forest Avenue in downtown Girard. Diskins offers 24-hour towing, can repair all makes and models. To learn more, contact Diskins Auto and Towing at 620-724-8100. All right, Parsons, we just talked about them. They're on the road at Prairie View tonight, so keep an eye on that. Trojans will be playing Prairie View for sure on down the road this season, so it'll be interesting to see that one. I think Parsons hung about 50 on them last year in the first week of the season. Pleasanton's at Uniontown. Paola's at Fort Scott. Caney Valley's at Erie. Osawatomie is at Iola. Anderson County travels to Wellsville. Lebec County welcomes in Circle High. Neodesha's at Blue Stem. Burlington is at Santa Fe Trail. Pittsburgh Purple Dragons are at Emporia. Fredonia's at Humboldt. Chanute welcomes Augusta in for their first game of the season. Oswego's at Marmaton Valley. And we mentioned earlier, Frontenac at Colgan tonight. That's one to keep your eye on. Southeast is at Baxter Springs. And our buddy Darryl, the voice of the Baxter Springs Lions this year. So hopefully he gets to call a win here tonight for Baxter Springs in his first game down there. Jayhawk Lynn is at Northeast. They got a first-year head coach again. It seems like a recurring theme at Northeast. Hopefully they can put together a good performance. They lost a couple one-sided games last year against Jayhawk Lynn, so see if Northeast can turn it around. But that's your look at the matchups going on around the area. We're under 15 minutes from kickoff here at Frank Jameson Field. We'll take a break. When we come back, Jess will give you his keys to the game. We'll take a look at our starting lineups as we get closer to kickoff. Trojans and the Fighting Titans from Columbus coming up on Girard Sports Live.
Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Calls carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Calls continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Our whole vision of becoming the four-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Mathis Drug Store Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drug Store, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Welcome back out to Frank Jameson Field. The Trojans getting set to take on the Columbus Titans here in the first game of the 2023 season. Talked about it earlier, going to see some new faces here tonight for both of these squads. Both teams graduated talented senior classes, and now it's next man up for both of these schools and for a lot of schools around the area. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we go on throughout the evening, but let's go ahead and talk keys to the game. Jess, you got to think it starts with trying to limit the mistakes.
Yeah, you got to limit mistakes, but mainly, Josh, we got to find an identity. I think Coach Philpott needs to figure out what kind of team does he have. We're great big between the tackles, so are we going to be a 3 yards and a cloud of dust type team, or does he want to maybe protect this young quarterback that he's going to play and air some things out? Is he going to play a tight end and a quarterback at Bill Snyder type Colin Klein offense and just power 11 on 11? And defensively, there again, it's early in the year, new faces. We say it all the time. The names all stay the same, only the faces change here in Girard, Kansas. So we just have to see who wants to step up and make some plays and come out of here with a win.
And you look at that Trojan defense particularly. They look strong up front, look good in the middle of that defense. The question mark for me is the back end of the defense and the edges.
Very much so, yeah.
Lost a lot of talent in that defensive backfield and in the secondary in general, and it'll be interesting to see if Columbus can find some room to operate out there on the edge, or maybe try to throw over the top. I'm sure the Trojans got that in mind tonight as well. But for Columbus, they lost a lot of role players as well, and again, a team that needs to find their identity. Are they going to throw the ball around a lot tonight?
Which they're kind of known for.
Right. Yeah. Or are they going to play it a little closer to the vest and try and control the clock and control the ball a little bit more with a younger team? So a lot of questions to be answered here tonight. Those keys to the game brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the keys to your next ride with Stop at Evans Motors. Nate and Eddie have decades of experience getting folks into the right car, truck, van, or SUV. It's right for them or their family. Stop by and see them at the intersections of Highway 69 and 400. Just south of Pittsburgh, or see their full selection online at evansmotors.net. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll talk starting lineups as we get closer to kickoff here in Girard. Kicking off a game and a season here tonight as the Trojans getting set to take on the Columbus Titans. We'll be right back.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Producers Cooperative Association is the area leader in providing quality agricultural products, services, and markets. PCA has what you need to maximize your operation with a full-service agronomy department, grain origination, handling and storage, bulk fuels and lubricants, propane, a jam-packed farm store, and livestock feeds in bulk or bagged. PCA is proud to call Girard home and to support Trojan athletics. Stop by or see more online at pcacoop.com.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Welcome back out to Girard, Kansas. Frank Jameson Field. Trojans just took the field as they're getting set tonight to take on the Columbus Titans, first game of the 2023 season. And Jess, a lot of new faces here tonight. Let's get to know some of them. Let's take a look at these starting lineups.
All right, we'll give you the starting offense here for the Trojans, and I'm just going to go numerical order because that's how I have it listed right here. But they're going to start number 2, Gannon Clark. He's a 6'3", sophomore. Number 5, Cam Smith's a 6'2", freshman, getting a look at quarterback this year like we talked about, the young quarterback here. 21, Aiden Ashbacher's 5'10", running back, is a sophomore. 25, Levi Blair, a 5'10", junior. Number 35, Mason Gilmore, he's a 5'9", running back, is a junior. Number 40, Scott Moore, tight end, he's a junior at 6'6", and there's that maybe some of that Wildcat quarterback that you'll see. And then the big boys up front, you're going to have 67, Caleb Combs, 6'2", 223, senior. 71's Brandon Bishop, he's a 6'4", 248, senior. Number 72, Drake Kotzman, 6'4". They got him listed at 380 this year, Josh. He's a senior. 73's Aaron DeBrava, 6'2", 225. And then we got Zach Benzo. They got him at 5'10", but at 309, and he's going to be your starting center. Big boys up front. And for the Columbus Titans, their defense, they're going to come out. Number 50, Carter Henry. Number 60, Mason Hopkins. 51, James Sexton. 17, Jansel Hale. 31, Mason O'Banion. 12, Jet Tanner. Number 14, Brandon Stice. 35, Siler Shoeburge. 6 is Jaden Rodriguez. 8, Jace Midget. 20 is Lemmy Stone.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, The professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust, federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
Croccan has been serving the area for 70 years, and our employees are truly what sets us apart. Not only do they provide the best high-speed internet service available, they live and work where you do. They care about the company, our customers, and our community. They donate, they volunteer, and their investment makes us different. When you call, you get a local voice to solve your problems and keep you connected. We could not do it without their passion and hard work. Thank you, Croccan employees, for making us the best.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field, Girard, Kansas. Trojans getting set to take on the Columbus Titans. On the other side of the break, just got you your starting lineups for tonight's game. The starting lineups brought to you by the Jagged Edge. The Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylist Carla Sands, Robin Hawkins, or Eva Vietti will have you looking your best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500. Teams out there for the coin toss right now. See big Drake Kotzman out there. Trojans definitely big up front this year, so even though they've got younger players at the skill positions, there ought to be some holes to run through, Jess, you'd think.
Boy, I'd hope. Yeah, I went to the Jamboree a little bit, Josh, and they look good between the tackles, but you said it best earlier that over the top, maybe a little on the corner, they're going to see how that goes.
And traditionally, Columbus, a team that will throw it over the top at you and tries to get the ball to the edge. So, see if the Trojans able to get that stopped here tonight. As we're commencing to get set to form a committee to get this one underway here. It's a long explanation of the rules of football. They got it. All right.
Let's see if we can't figure it out here. Looks like Columbus won the toss and they deferred. So the Trojans elect to receive. There's a lot of.
You almost predicted that by giving Columbus's defensive starters.
Yep. And there's a lot to that coin flip. You know, you can elect to.
Their strategy.
Yeah, kick.
It can go more than one way or the other.
If you misspeak, you could end up kicking off on both halves.
Yeah. That happened not too long ago.
Maybe against Frontenac game. Frontenac kicked off to us both halves last year. Well, we're going to have football here in just a few minutes, Josh.
Mere moments away. Beautiful night for it here. It was pretty hot this afternoon, but it's starting to cool off a little bit, or maybe I'm just sitting in front of the air conditioning.
Yeah, 85 degrees. I bet it's a little warmer than that on that turf.
A brisk 85.
A lot better than, man, was it hot last week?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they barely got the jamborees in around the area. Some of them were canceled. I know the one southeast in Cherryville were in one. I think they canceled that one. And then a lot of them were just 3 teams, and so if one team dropped out, then you couldn't have the jamboree.
Yeah.
So
because Keisha considers that a game when only two teams show up. Been a year since I run the camera as well, so.
Scott Moore and Aiden Ashbacher back to receive for the Trojans.
Dewey dares.
Jace Midget to kick it off for Columbus.
Watch the onside. Never know. Might want to play some trickery right up front.
High, short kick. It's going to hit the turf. Trojans on it. And brought down after making the catch was Levi Blair. Played it off the bounce. And sure hands there for Girard. And they'll start out with half-decent field position at their own 31.
A little scary there, wasn't it, for a minute? Nobody trying to attack the football.
Now, if any of you out there in YouTube land catch any score updates from the Frontenac-Colgan game, we'd be real interested to know. Smith under center, handoff straight ahead, and good pickup there that time for Mason Gilmore.
And Scott Moore actually under center here to start the game.
Well, yep.
And that's why coaches and the media have such a good working relationship.
We'll call it a pickup of 4 for Gilmore. Sets up a 2nd down and 6. And like Gilmore with it again.
Moore.
Oh, Scott kept it.
Yep.
Brought down by James Sexton and Schuberger.
Steps up, sets up a 3rd down and 1. Familiar pistol formation for the Trojans, so there's the motion. Moore takes a snap straight ahead, and he battles across the 43 to about the 44-yard line before his progress is stopped, and that's enough for a Trojan 1st down.
Yep, just a little quarterback power like we talked about. Bill Snyder perfected it with Colin Klein, in my opinion, just 11 on 11, kind of a quarterback draw.
Gain of 6 on the play that time for Moore.
He's going
big-bodied kid, played some power forward for the Trojans in basketball last year.
He's going to get 3 yards just falling forward.
Oh, bad snap. Moore can't handle it, and he's on top of it. And that'll be a pretty good loss that time for the Trojans, back to their own 37.
That ball just kind of bounced around and hung in there a long time.
Call it a loss of 8 on the play. Sets up a 2nd down and 18. Really, if you're the Trojans, Jess, this is the down and distance you're trying to avoid. Moore keeps it himself. This time Columbus not fooled. First man in there to make the tackle was number 50, Carter Henry, the 6'2 junior, in there to stop Moore for a gain of 2.
Trojans, 38-yard line.
Oh, no, they're going to mark him back as no gain on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 18 on the 37. Well, you got to think either you're going to give him the punt here, basically, or maybe Moore puts this one in the air. Now they'll try to get around the end. About a 6-7 yard pickup that time for Levi Blair, but
Gilmore with the carry. Brought down by Schuberger.
not enough, and the Trojans will punt.
Yeah, that negative play really put Trojans behind the chains.
6, Rodriguez.
Punt is away, and it finds open ground, takes a Trojan bounce inside the 25, and it will roll and be touched dead at about the 20-yard line.
Nice
39-yard punt that time.
Nice flip of field position right there. You know my thoughts on punting, but that was a good call.
42-yard punt. Ball started at the 21-yard line.
.42, the official distance of that punt.
Must have the flag down. That's what's going on
Okay.
here. So.
And so the Trojans are going to kick it again. Yep, or Columbus will want them to kick it again, as it'll back Girard up even further. I didn't see what the penalty was
Me
for.
neither. I never saw the flag, so. But we'll do it again here.
Yeah, get it off again. Nice punt over the head of the cover man. Trojans are going to come out ahead on this one.
Get to it.
Get to it, and they touch it down at, oh, nope.
Nope.
Did he say a touchback?
Nope.
Nope,
You're going to spot
at
it.
the 1-yard line. The Trojans come up with a big special teams play. After the penalty, Columbus had it 1st and 10 at about the 20-yard line. They opted to make Girard punt again after the penalty, and the Trojans able to let the roll happen. They kicked it over the return man's head, and the ball touched down inside the 1-yard line on the shadow of the goal line for Columbus.
That's Zeb Poland doing the punting for the Trojans this year, and as a freshman, big leg. So we'll see what this Trojan defense is going to throw at us.
Jack Valela in at quarterback, and they'll just go straight ahead with it for a modest gain out to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 2.
With the sneak. Gain of 2, brings up 2nd down 8.
If you're Columbus here, you just got to take care of the ball, Jess, right here in front of your own goal like this, because points are going to come at a premium, I have a feeling, in this game. Valela back to pass, lobs one up, and it's caught. Caught on the near side. Great catch by Jace Midget. Just outran his cover man, and Jess, we talked about it before the game, that if there was going to be an Achilles heel for this Trojan defense, it was going to be that secondary, and Columbus comes out with a big play on the second play of the game.
Okay. Got another penalty. They're taking it back. I didn't see it.
Yeah, they're doing a very good job of signaling what the penalties are for.
Ineligible man downfield, I heard the PA broadcaster.
Okay.
So we'll take that.
Yeah. Don't see that one called very often, especially on just a standard pass play.
Doing some explaining to the opposite sideline. decent coverage right there. Just a really well thrown pass there by
Ball placed at the 2-yard line.
Titans quarterback. Dropped it in a basket.
And that backs them half the distance to goal, so they're back at the 1.5 yard line. Looking at a second down and about 9.
That's a safety.
Oh, Trojans.
There it is.
Get to the hard way. And they'd already called it.
Yeah, Drake Kotzman just beat the offensive lineman through that A-gap and met the running back in the hole. Drove him back for a loss.
6:42 left to play in the first quarter. Trojans 2.
Call loss of 2 on the play, safety. And the Trojans get it back here on the kick. The free kick, I guess is what you call it, right?
I think so. I think you have the option to, don't you, to punt or put it on a tee. I don't.
Yeah.
This might not be a
looks like he's going to go for the tee.
A play that you practice a whole lot, I wouldn't think.
Well, Trojans going to get pretty good field position. And that defensive front able to apply some pressure. And, Jess, you can make up for a lot of coverage mistakes if you're getting to the quarterback that quickly. And Valela just not a lot of options on that play. A directional kick, and it's going to go out of bounds. And it'll be even better field position for the Trojans.
So I don't know, on a regular kickoff you're not allowed to kick it out of bounds, but
on a free kick maybe there's no penalty for it. I don't know. We'll see here.
I think the refs are deciding that as well. Doesn't look like
they're going to step it off.
5-yard penalty.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
Yeah. Every little bit.
So here comes freshman Cam Smith in to run the offense now.
And he'll hand off first time out of the gate. And straight ahead for about a 4-yard gain. Looks like that was Gilmore on the run.
Brought down by Henry and Hopkins. Number 3 brings up 2nd down and 7. And the Titans 38-yard line.
Call that a gain of 3. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 7. 38-yard line. Smith in the pistol. Trojans do a little motion. Smith back to pass. Over the top. Has a man. Catch is made. It's Scott Moore. Caught it. Brought down from behind at the Columbus 4-yard line. And maybe the Trojans found a little something there, Jess.
Yeah, man, that looked good. Like I said, all that big meat out in front of a young quarterback, he should have some time to pass.
Brings up 1st and goal.
Gain of 36 yards on the play for the Trojans. Sets up a 1st down and goal inside the 5-yard line. Smith mishandles the snap. He's just going to try and make some chicken salad, and he dives forward for the touchdown.
That was Moore.
Oh, that was Moore?
Yep.
Well, it's going to bother me all night now, Jess. All night we're going to be doing this.
Yep. I think there's going to be a lot of that happening.
Yeah. Well, Moore able to handle the snap that time and dives forward. Like you said, he'd fall forward and get 3 yards, and he does right there. Touchdown for the Trojans, their first of the season. They lead at 8-0.
Looks like they're going to leave Moore in to run the 2-point try.
And they run it in. It looks good. And it is. Trojans open up a 10-0 lead here over the Columbus Titans. A good start to the 2023 campaign. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Coles carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Coles continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Coles Service, 620-724-4121. See more at ColesServiceLLC.com.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field. Trojans went 40 yards in 2 plays, capped off by a 4-yard touchdown run by Scott Moore. They converted the 2-point conversion and lead at 10-0 over the visiting Columbus Titans. And big pass play from Cam Smith to Scott Moore set that one up, a 36-yard gain, and then Moore able to carry it in on the next play. Trojans kick this one away, low angling, knuckling kick, and it's going to go out of bounds, and Columbus will have pretty good field position at their own 35-yard line.
That's Drake Kotzman doing the kickoff duties this year.
Don't pull anything, man.
Yeah.
I could kick okay, but I was always worried I was going to put too much into it, Jess. Just get too much going one way.
That was never a problem for me, Josh, was putting too much into anything.
Just don't. All I'm saying is don't stop on a dime, all right? Don't stop on a dime.
So,
best field position of the night for Columbus, 1st and 10 from their own 35. Vlela in the shotgun, hands it off. And that is Siler Schuberger. And Trojans do a good job of shutting that one down. We'll call it a loss of 2. It'll bring up 2nd and 12.
It's going to be Caleb Combs tracking him down from the D tackle position.
Loss of 2 on the play, brings up 2nd down.
There's a kid that weight program this summer did a good job. He's put on a bunch of weight, looks good.
Vlela in the gun. Now they'll motion a man near side. And a handoff again. This time goes to Schuberger again. And he'll pick up about 4 yards.
Yep, Scott Moore and Anthony Pike in there on that tackle. There's a name we haven't talked much about yet. Pike, middle linebacker, started last year. Hurt his knee late in the season. He's back healthy.
Like I said, Trojans look real good up the middle and in the front of that defense. But edges are just unproven. Another quick pass to the outside. Catch made and tackle shed. A couple of them. That was Brandon Stice on the catch for Columbus. And nice moves on the outside, and he buys the Titans a 1st down.
Little under coverage. Trojans had him covered deep. They hit the underneath receiver, and he's able to break a couple tackles and get a 1st down.
Gain of 11 on the play.
1st down and 10.
You kind of see what Columbus is wanting to do. It's just whether or not they can keep executing it. snap. Valela gives it off. Trojans sniff this one out. And they'll stop it for a gain of 2.
Kind of a busted play. Valela had to keep it. There was no one to give it to. Running back went to the wrong side, or Valela turned to the wrong side. Tackled by a whole host of Trojans.
Brings up a 2nd down and 8 from the 49-yard line.
Good tackle.
Valela in the gun. One hand's the snap. Now he's going to try and throw over the top. They got a man beat as the Trojan defender just standing there watching that one go over his head. And the officials are going to talk it over. But if it's not a touchdown, it's out at the 1-yard line. And that's Jace Midget once again.
Touchdown.
And they're going to call that a touchdown. 51-yard touchdown pass from Valela to Midget. And it cuts the Trojan lead to 4, pending an extra point or a 2-point attempt here by Columbus. And the Trojan defensive backs got to get something figured out there, because that safety was standing flat-footed and let Midget run right by him. And Valela had enough time back there and lofted that one up there. Nice ball. And Columbus answers right back after the Trojan touchdown drive. Valela over the top, and they're looking for a flag. They're going to get it, so Columbus will have another opportunity.
Now they tried to bring the tight end all the way across the formation there, and you got Levi Blair just said, "Route." Said, "You're not going to catch it."
Blair's penalty will force Columbus to back to the well here again. Valela back to pass, has a man laying on his back in the end zone.
Catches it.
And the catch is made, and the 2-point conversion good. And the Trojan lead trimmed to 2. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Midget.
4-play, 65-yard touchdown drive by the Columbus Titans, and the 2-point conversion gives us a score 10-8. That one capped off by a 51-yard touchdown pass from Valela to Midget. And now the Trojans going to have to try and answer back. On offense, Jess, I said points are going to be hard to come by. This just immediately turned into a shootout. See if the Trojans can keep pace here. And that one strangely kicked right to the up back. Trojans will take over with outstanding field position at their own 45-yard line. 2:42 to play here in the first quarter. Trojans clinging to a 2-point lead. How big is that safety now?
Yeah,
Jess?
huge. Looks like Cam Smith's going to call the plays to start the drive.
Moore lines up at the wide receiver on the far side. Snap to Smith, quick throw out to Moore, makes the catch, and then he's brought down by a pair of Titan defenders at the Columbus 48-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play. Set up a 2nd down and 3.
6-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down and 4.
Smith again in at quarterback, and now
delay a game. That was maybe the fastest play clock I ever did see.
Did they get that play clock reset?
So it's running now. Now they just reset it again. Huh.
I don't know. They didn't even there's no way. So 2nd down and 8 now for Girard from their own 47-yard line. Handoff straight ahead. A good-looking run that time by Junior Love, 6 foot, 165-pound sophomore. Another one to Love as he breaks away outside across the 35. Looks like they'll probably mark him down right at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there on 1st down.
What I see from Love, Josh, is when he hits that hole, he's already at full speed. He looks like to me, first 2 steps, that kid's ready to go.
Call it a gain of 7 on the play. 2nd down and 3 for the Trojans at the 35. Start to figure something out. They're just going to have to lean on some of these younger kids. They'll have to grow into these positions, Jess. And Coach Philpott's run quite a few guys into the game. Love with it again, makes a man miss, cuts to the outside, now back inside. Brought down inside the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of about 6 and a 1st down for the Trojans. Going to mark him down at just inside the 30.
1st down.
And as Love kind of gets a little more mature in that position, there's room to cut that straight up the field. And he'll get it again, and he does just that. And he'll pick up about 2. He's not going to run over many people, but sometimes there's a nice lane there to the inside.
Yeah, Columbus did a good job that time of filling those inside gaps.
Call it a gain of about 3, and that's going to do it for the 1st quarter. After 1, Trojans lead it 10-8. It's been a pretty eventful game. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Getting back underway here in the second quarter. Trojans leading it 10-8. They're looking at a second down and 7 at the Columbus 27-yard line. Smith still in at quarterback. There's a snap. Handoff to Love. Off tackle. Spins off one. Drives forward. Inside the 20-yard line. He'll have another Trojan first down. We're going to mark him down at about the 19. Call it a gain of 8. This drive started back at the Trojan 45-yard line. Hand off to Love again. He's cut down this time after a gain of about, let's call it 3 yards.
Jet Tanner blitzing in from his linebacker position, able to grab Love by his shoestring and just pull him down.
Call it officially a gain of 2. Second down and 8 for the Trojans. Love's had a lot of carries here on this drive. Trying to watch what I'm doing and count at the same time. This is dangerous stuff here, Jeff. Love will get it again. And he'll drive inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line, a gain of about 3. Brings up third down and 5.
I guess first game, second quarter, we can talk about 4-down territory here.
That's the 7th carry for Love. .41 yards just on this drive for the sophomore back. This time the pitch outside. And there's running room out there. Nice pickup that time by Ashbacher. Aiden Ashbacher, the 5'10 sophomore running back. So a lot of young guys out here making plays for the Trojans. And it'll be first down and goal at the 3. A gain of 11 on the play.
That's a nice job of, I'm going to give Philpott some credit for play calling. He's run that dive play and just stuck it to him all the way down there. And then they fake that dive play, pull it out, and run the option around the corner for a first down.
Well, if you are a fan of Pitt State football, you know Neil Philpott can run an option. Now it's Moore with it at the quarterback spot. He's got running room and touchdown Trojans. That drive, 3 minutes, 15 seconds, spanning a couple of quarters. And the Trojans jump out to a 16-8 lead pending what I'm sure is going to be a 2-point conversion attempt here. 10 play, 3 minute 15 on the drive. And straight ahead again, and the Trojans are in for the 2-point conversion. And they pull back ahead by 10 here early in the second quarter. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan Football on Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust. Federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Frank Jamison Field. Trojans capped off a 10-play, 55-yard scoring drive with a 3-yard touchdown run by Scott Moore. But the real story of that drive, most of it being carried by Junior Love. The sophomore tailback, 6 foot, 165, and he had about 8 carries on that drive for about 40 yards. Before the Trojans able to make a couple big plays in the red zone. Punch that one in. Kotzman to kick it off. Drills it right at one of the backs for Columbus. It's Midget, and he gets peppered at about the 33-yard line.
By who else? Anthony Pike and Junior Love.
We'll call that our hit of the game, brought to you by Bradshaw Collision Repair. If you take a hit like Midget just took from Love, then take it to Bradshaw Collision Repair. Bob Bradshaw offers refinishing, paintless, dent repair, glass replacement, and more. Let Bradshaw Collision Repair get you back in the game. Call 620-724-7300. Columbus will take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. 9:19 to play in the first half. Run straight ahead, and they'll pick up about 2 yards. I believe that was Schuberger.
Tanner with the carry. Brought down by Kotzman. Gain of 3, brings up 2nd down and 7.
Gave him 3 on that one. Oh, that one hops back to Valela. He's able to get rid of it, but the Trojan defensive front right there. And they may have lost a yard on that one.
Brandon Bishop. And Greg Kotzman with the tackle. Loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Well, we'll see if they can make some defensive adjustments here in the defensive backfield.
Now 2 backs on either side of Valela. I'll put a man in motion, far side, draws a flag. There's some motion up front as everybody points at each other.
Get Gannon Clark. Blitzing linebacker just anticipating the snap. Got across there just a touch early.
3 yards there for Columbus. And they'll set up a 3rd down and 4.
Ball plays at the 42. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Watch the pass, Needy! Cover him up! Go, D-line, get in there!
Twins to the near side. Valela in the gun. He's going to throw over the middle. Catch is made. And Trojan defenders hit each other and kind of got the worst of that. As Ashbacher will head to the sideline. Might have got his chickens scattered a little bit there.
Scott Moore had the receiver wrapped up, and Ashbacher come in to deliver a hit and hit Scott Moore.
That one run straight ahead. The Trojans get it stopped, but not till a gain of 5 up to the 40-yard line for Valela.
Corvin Bowen, a freshman, coming in here and delivering a good hit as Trojan linebackers have him stood up. Trojans playing a lot of young kids out here, Josh, so future looks bright no matter what happens the rest of this season.
Second down and 5, a long 5 here for Columbus. Handoff straight ahead and upended was Brandon Stice. He's going to pick up about 3 on the play.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd down and 3. The Trojan 37.
Columbus staying pretty disciplined with that run. They've really done damage through the air tonight against the Trojans. They already have a 51-yard touchdown pass. Stice again with it, though, and finds a nice little crease. And he's ahead to about the Trojan 30-yard line. It'll be a first down for Columbus.
Nice with the carry. Brought down by Robert Larson.
Gain of 8 for Stice. Columbus kind of found a little bit of a running game here. It didn't look too promising early on for him. They're starting to do a little bit of work on the edge of that defensive front for the Trojans. High snap, straight ahead. And nothing going that time for Stice as he stopped for, might have lost about a half a yard.
Nice with the carry.
Kotzman in on that tackle. Josh, I'm just going to tell you that these are extremely unofficial defensive stats.
Brings up second down and 11.
Good to see Ashbacher return to the field after he shook out some cobwebs.
I don't imagine running full speed into Scott Moore would probably feel real good. There's Stice. He's got another little crease, and he's out close to a first down, but it looks like he's about a yard shy, up to about the 26-yard line, or the 21-yard line of the Trojans, excuse me. Bring up third down and 2.
Brings up third down and 2.
So Stice getting a lot of carries on this drive.
Yeah, and we didn't talk much about conditioning. It is a fairly warm night, first game of the year.
Giddy up, boys! Giddy up!
And Trojan defensive front stands tall that time, and they'll stop them short. It'll bring up a 4th down and 1 at the Trojan 21-yard line.
Yeah, had him stopped for a loss. Good job by the Titans running back, keep his feet moving. They're just going to line up, go quick here.
I think that was Schuberger. And they'll try and push forward. I think they may have it based on the spot from the far side official.
Now that ball hit the ground. Little quarterback center exchange. Good job there by
Valela to field it on the hop.
Yeah.
First down.
Yeah, that's enough for a first down, but just barely. So Columbus inside the Trojan red zone here. 2 wide receivers to the near side.
Looks like we got a Trojan timeout.
And timeout Girard will take it as well. Trojans lead it by 10, but Columbus in the red zone. When we come back, you're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Settle for less than the best. Croccan's gigabit fiber optic internet is now available to Pittsburgh, Frontenac, and Fort Scott, and many rural areas in between. Croccan has the best speeds, the best reliability, the best service, the best support, and is overall the best value on all ultra-high-speed internet. If you want the best home internet connecting as many devices, all without equipment rentals, contracts, or overages, it is the time to switch to the best. It's time to switch to Croccan.
.313 to play. First half. Columbus with it, first down and 10 at the Trojan 19-yard line. Trojans leading by 10, but Columbus knocking on the door. Valela under pressure. Pulls it down. Now he's going to take off, and the Trojans managed to stop him after a gain of about 3. And had him in the backfield, and that's that pressure up front. Forced him to pull it down and try and make a play with his feet, but he was looking at the end zone, trying to throw another one over the top.
Yeah, another blitzing linebacker. That time Gannon Clark got through there and forced the Valela off his spot.
17. Second 7.
Now Valela back to pass again. A short one up front, dropped. Stops the clock with 2:31 to play first half. That one just off the hands.
Ball's incomplete. Number 2, Clark.
He was throwing it to Midget there. I'm not sure. I think Midget dropped that one.
Defending for the Trojans. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
I'm sure it's 4-down territory for Columbus down here, so Trojans need a big defensive stop.
Big 3rd down here. But Jess, this is your 4-down territory. You got to think if you're Columbus, they haven't even looked like they wanted to kick an extra point here tonight. And there's a timeout on the field. Columbus got it right before the snap. So Coach Burns wants to talk it over with his team. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan Football on Girard Sports Live. Third down and 8 for Columbus. Low snap for Valela, but he gets the pass away, and it's caught. And they're going to say just short, I believe, of the first down. You saw the Girard defender pointing at the ground where Mason O'Banion stepped out of bounds with the ball. And we'll call it a gain of 7, I'm sorry. But it's going to set up a 4th and very short, and now Columbus trying to power ahead with it. I'm not sure they got that, Jess.
From
the far side official, who's a very generous individual.
Nope.
Yep, first down Trojans. Defense holds.
There's big bodies up front. We've talked about multiple times today, standing their ground here. Good defensive stand late in the first half.
So the Trojans take over. 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line. Smith in at quarterback, hands off, straight ahead. Nice push by the back that time. I believe it was Ashbacher.
35.
Oh, that's Gilmore, Mason Gilmore.
Gilmore with the carry.
Call it a gain of 8 on the play.
Gain of 8.
Trojans 2nd down and 2 at their own 18. Smith hands off again to Gilmore, makes a man miss, out to the 25-yard line. He'll have a first down, and it was one move away from being a foot race.
First down on the play.
Call it a gain of 7. Brings up 1st down and 10 for the Trojans as we tick down to about 1:39 to play here. First half, Columbus wants a timeout. It's their second.
Yeah, like you said, he was one tackle away from taking that to the house.
A big defensive stand by the Trojans to stop Columbus. They had 4th and less than a yard. And the Trojan defensive front, Columbus tried to go quick, and the Trojans were ready for it. Got the penetration, stopped Valela for a short loss on the play. And they took over on downs at their own 10-yard line, Jess, and that is a great defensive stand.
Yeah, at a perfect time. Short time left here in the half. Columbus runs 4 or 5 more plays. Trojans don't get the ball. Titans get the ball at the half, so they could have really coming in and out and doubled the score on you.
I'll see how risky Coach Philpott wants to play this, Jess. We've seen Smith put it in the air a couple times. He's looked good throwing the football. We'll see what happens here. They'll play it safe, give it off to the back. And straight ahead for another good gain is Gilmore. And he's out to the 36-yard line.
And these first downs help set the clock. The clock won't start till this changer set.
Injury timeout.
There's our first cramp of the night. 30.
Yep. It's a familiar gait. They're going to blow this one dead. Trojan crowd letting the officials hear about it because Trojans already got a delay a game earlier when they could not have possibly reset the game clock. And Trojans, they'll put a little time back on the clock, 5 seconds. And now here we go. Smith under center, handoff. Gilmore once again, 2 hands on the football, and he powers ahead to the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 on the play.
Gain of 5.
Now they'll put a man in motion. Handoff again to Gilmore, sheds a tackle, sheds another one, falls backwards. He's almost to a first down. It'll be about a yard short, call it a gain of 4. 3rd and 1 for the Trojans.
From the 3rd and 1.
From the 44. Now tick down 30 or 40 seconds and counting. And the Trojans just going to run this clock out. Gilmore straight ahead across midfield, brought down at the Columbus 49-yard line.
First down, Trojans.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. Girard's done a good job of dominating the clock here in this period. Fake the handoff, now the pitch outside and undercut. Out there was Ashbacher. He's taking some shots tonight, up high, down low. And there's a timeout on the field. Trojans going to talk it over. 2nd down and 8 here after the 2-yard gain.
Timeout, Trojans.
Yep, time's ticking down pretty fast. They run, 5 or 6 plays there in that hurry-up offense. Got 2 or 3 first downs. The Trojans are looking extremely well.
Yeah, you get the feeling that they probably felt like they were going to get more out of that option pitch after pounding it up inside so many times consecutively, but Columbus did a good job of staying home on defense. Able to limit that to a 2-yard gain, forces Coach Philpott to take this timeout. Now with 15 seconds, you got to work the sidelines or look for something over the top. I mean,
take a chance.
Yeah, Scott Moore's probably about 6 inches taller than most people out there, and especially in that defensive backfield.
And can jump.
Yep. I might just throw one up. But you got to get enough air under it, and I don't know.
And some time.
Right.
I mean, he's going to have to
work
run
the sideline once and then try. Hell, I don't know, Jess.
Yep. That's why I'm up here.
That's right. That's why we're up here in the fabled catbird seat.
We'll soon find out.
That one going to the outside. Ashbacher makes man miss. Now he'll get out of bounds with 8 seconds left. And a first down for the Trojans at the Columbus 36-yard line. And now it's doable now. It's not impossible. Call it a gain of 11 that time for Ashbacher. First down and 10 for the Trojans.
Well, you're going to have to do it now if you're going to do it, Josh. You don't have time to run probably another play. Young Smith gets these orders from Coach Philpott, and we'll see what they've got drawn up.
Just haul off and throw one. And another timeout. Trojans will talk it over. Take 30 seconds here. We'll take it as well. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
8 seconds left here in the first half. Trojans lead it by 10. They have it 1st and 10 at the Columbus 36-yard line. Just took their final timeout of the first half.
Can't take them with you. You don't get an extra one. So.
Nope, you don't get any bonus points at the end of the year for having all your timeouts left.
So Moore's near side.
Smith back to pass, throws a low angling pass towards Moore, falls incomplete. Clock stops with 5 seconds left to play here, first half.
They look like Columbus had Moore double covered through that whole pattern. Moore didn't quite get all the way through his breaks as Smith had to release it with a little pressure in his face, and we got a penalty I didn't see.
Yeah, Columbus's coach all the way out on the field. Now this is more difficult. I think they got a hook and lateral. And
immaculate reception.
It's going to take a lot of different immaculate things, I think, at this point.
Might just hand this one off and go to the locker room.
The immaculate handoff. Yep, there we go. Gilmore takes the hit, picks up about 3 yards, and that'll do it for the first half. Trojans lead it by 10, 18-8 over the Columbus Titans. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have our halftime show, talk a little bit about some of the stats from the first half, try and peek around the area, see if we can find some scores somewhere. And a lot more coming up. On the other side of the break, you're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Family owned and operated, G&N Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, G&N Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. G&N Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Why settle for less than the best? Croc-Can's gigabit fiber optic internet is now available to Pittsburgh, Frontenac, and Fort Scott, and many rural areas in between. Croc-Can has the best speeds, the best reliability, the best service, the best support, and is overall the best value on all ultra-high-speed internet. If you want the best home internet connecting as many devices, all without equipment rentals, contracts, or overages, it is the time to switch to the best. It's time to switch to Croc-Can.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do-it-yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Heidrich's, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Welcome back out to Frank Jameson Field, Girard, Kansas. See the Girard dance team entertaining the crowd here at halftime. At the break, the Trojans lead it 18-8 over the Columbus Titans, and Trojans got a big safety to start off the scoring. They struck again on a short touchdown run by Scott Moore that was set up by a 36-yard pass completion from Smith to Moore with about 2:45 left in that first quarter. Columbus answered back with a 65-yard drive of their own, capped off by a 51-yard touchdown pass from Valela to Landon Midget. And that brought Columbus, that and the two-point conversion brought Columbus within two. But then the Trojans on their next drive answered back with a 10-play, 55-yard touchdown drive. Took 3 minutes, 15 seconds off the clock. That one was capped off with a 3-yard touchdown run by Scott Moore. Then Columbus on their next possession got all the way down to the Trojan 11-yard line, and that Girard defense stepped up on a 4th and 1 and stopped Columbus in their tracks, took over on downs, and then the Trojans answered right back with a scoring drive of their own. And they lead it here by 10 at the break. And a pretty active first half, Jess, and the Trojans saw Scott Moore at quarterback on the first possession for Girard, but since then, other than short yardage situations, you've seen young Cam Smith in there, the freshman at quarterback, and he's managed Trojan offense pretty well.
Yeah, it looks good out there. Doesn't look like the field's too big the moment. Cam's well-seasoned, well-taught, so looks good running the offense. One thing we haven't talked about, Josh, I'd kind of failed to mention early, is the coaching staff changes on this Trojan defense, on this Trojan coaching squad too. There's 3 new coaches, 3 brand new, so we'll see how that all pieces together as well. And
I mean, with this young group, so far so good.
They're looking good.
Playing well together here to start this one out, and they lead Columbus by 10 here at the break. I want to let you know that our halftime show is brought to you by GN Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. And Talking about turnovers, you'd expect it with these young teams, young quarterbacks, young skill position players, but other than some bad snaps that didn't result in turnovers, we haven't really seen a lot of sloppiness offensively by either one of these teams.
No, a couple negative plays. Like you said, Trojans able to recover the only ball that maybe was on the ground. They have both teams thrown the ball around just a little bit. No interceptions, no turnovers. It's been just a handful of penalties. I got to get better at spotting those flags. I don't know what color of flags they're throwing, but I haven't seen very many laying out there.
We're a little rusty here too, you know. But we don't have an excuse though.
Not our first.
Being old and senile, half blind. That might be. Might be it.
I'm only blind in one eye. I just can't see out of the other.
All right, our eye on the game brought to you by Kennar Eye Care. As we take a look back at the first half, Kennar Eye Care is there to make sure you can see what you're looking at. Kennar Eye Care with locations in Pittsburgh and Girard is here to help their valued customers. Learn more at KennarEyeCare.com. We'll step away for our second break of the halftime show. When we come back, we'll take a look at some first half stats, what we have of them, and get you ready for second half action. Trojans leading it by 10 at the break over the Columbus Titans. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Thanks to your support, Kennar Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Kennar Eye Care, the clear choice for your family's vision.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust. Federally insured. Locally awesome. Member FDIC.
Producers Cooperative Association is the area leader in providing quality agricultural products, services, and markets. PCA has what you need to maximize your operation with a full-service agronomy department, grain origination, handling and storage, bulk fuels and lubricants, propane, a jam-packed farm store, and livestock feeds in bulk or bagged. PCA is proud to call Girard home and to support Trojan athletics. Stop by or see more online at pcacoop.com.
Welcome back out to Frank Jameson Field, Girard, Kansas. Just under 5 minutes away from kickoff here in the second half. Trojans leading it by 10 over the Columbus Titans. I'm trying to do math. It hurts, Jess. It hurts my brain. We'll take another quick break when we come back. Hopefully I'll be done doing math, and we'll talk about some of those first half stats and get you ready for kickoff of the second half here in Girard. Trojans leading it by 10 over the Columbus Titans in the season opener. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
Mathis Drugstore Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drugstore, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have two convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Welcome back out to Frank Jameson Field, Girard, Kansas. We're at halftime of tonight's JBU matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Columbus Titans. Trojans out to the 10-point lead here at half. Let's take a look at some of these first half stats. They're brought to you by B&B Excavating. The numbers don't lie, dirt is heavy. So trust the guys at B&B Excavating to move what needs moving. Specializing in septic systems, water line install and repair, driveways, rock hauling, and leveling. B&B Excavating, call 620-724-8542. Jess, that reads like a list of things I do not like to do. So seems like a bargain to call those guys.
Right, give Lidney and Curtis a call.
That's right. All right, first off for the Girard Trojans, Scott Moore, 4 carries for 13 yards. Not a very good average, but he's got 3 touchdowns. So I guess we'll put up with that. He also has 1 catch for 36 yards that set up a touchdown. Next up for the Trojans, Mason Gilmore, 9 carries, 53 yards. Junior Love, 7 carries, 41 yards.
One drive.
In one drive. and Aiden Ashbacher, 4 carries, 24 yards. And for Columbus, really the big news has been Landon Midget with the big 51-yard touchdown catch. But really, Valela hasn't looked bad throwing the ball. He's got an 11-yard pass and catch with Brandon Stice, and he's also got, I believe, a 13-yard throw to Lemmy Stone as well. So he's looked pretty good throwing the ball when he has time back there to throw it. But the Trojans able to get some pressure on him early in the game, came up with a safety to get things going tonight, then marched down the field, scored again off the kick to take a 10-0 lead after the 2-point conversion. Then Columbus answered back with a score of their own. And the Trojans gave them the old 1-2 with a couple touchdowns of their own. And here we are, 18-8 at the break. Not a lot of scores coming in from around the area. Again, if anybody knows that Colgan-Frontenac score, I'd like to know. I'm an inquiring mind. Iola at home leading Osawatomie 44-0. Putting a Mustang helping of, well, never mind.
Yes.
Putting it on them, Jess. And then Anderson County on the road at Wellsville, they're trailing 21-6. So like I said, not a lot of scores coming in from around the area. Trojans set to kick off here to start the second half. Second half kick brought to you by Larrett Ceramics, 503 West Maple and Girard. Stop by Larrett Ceramics for great gift ideas and supplies. Get creative when it comes to gift buying and get your friends and family a beautiful ceramic piece or maybe even classes from Larrett Ceramics. Call 620-724-8442. Coxman set to kick it away for the Trojans. Going to take a hop. Rodriguez has it for Columbus. Out across the 30, has a little lane and gets out to across the 45-yard line. Ball's loose, but they're going to say the ground caused the fumble, and Columbus will keep it 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. Good field position for Columbus.
Ball placed at 47.
Mark it out at the 47. Nice return by Rodriguez. See if Columbus can make something out of it here. Valela in the backfield, 2 backs with him in the gun. They'll put a man in motion near side. That is Rodriguez. The handoff goes straight ahead. And that's Stice with it. And he'll pick up a yard. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9.
And 1 brought down by Anthony Pike.
Yep. Anthony Pike out of the middle linebacker spot, tracking the running back down, stopping him for a little short gain. Good job there by the Trojan D-line to get the offensive lineman stood up, and no forward progress for the Columbus O-line.
Another handoff for Columbus. And Stice, who was that?
Schuberger.
The red numbers on the sleeves are hard to see. That was Schuberger. And he looks like he picked up about 3 on the play.
Comes a big 3rd down early in the second half.
Back to pass, getting pressured is Valela. He'll tuck it down. Now he'll throw it, has a man and can't connect. Pass was intended for Shade Schuberger and just a little low and out in front of him. And he'll bring up a 4th down and long situation here for Columbus. They'll bring out the punting unit. Haven't seen a lot of punts here tonight.
Nope, but
Trojans punted early.
And the 60-something yarder for my freshman Zeb Poland.
Back deep for the Trojans.
that Ashbacher back there?
Yep. Good snap. Kick is away. End over end kick. Ashbacher has it at the Trojan 20. And he's wrapped up by the first man there and cleaned up by the second. And the Trojans will have it there, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Young Ashbacher learned what that right arm's for. Kind of fielded that in traffic.
At the 20-yard line. Trojans take over 1st and 10.
Well, let's see if we can't just march some time off the clock, Josh.
Trojans have it right at their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Smith in at quarterback. Handoff goes straight ahead. It's Love, makes a man miss, spins off, gets outside, works towards the sideline. Stiff arms a couple, sheds another out of bounds. And he's fired up over there. And a nice run by Love to give the Trojans a 1st down out to the 31. Gain of 11.
Kid runs hard, doesn't he?
11. Good for Girard. 1st down.
He's talking pretty hard over here on the sideline, too. Maybe a little bit of woofing. Love will stay in the backfield behind Smith. 2 wide to the far side for Girard. 1st and 10. Moved it up to the 32. Hand off to Love straight ahead. Fights through 1 tackle, and he'll be driven back.
Love with the carry.
Give him a gain of about 4.
Brought down by O'Banion.
All right, I got a couple local updates here just coming in. Riverton's up 21-8 at half over Galena, and Colgan is up 21-6 at half over Frontenac.
Trojans have Colgan next week at Hutch Field. Keep an eye on that one. Of course, Colgan Frontenac's one to always keep an eye on. No love lost there. Snap back, Smith gonna throw it, has a man open on the outside. And there with the catch was Levi Blair, and he'll have a Trojan 1st down out to the 45.
Brought down by 8. Jason Midget. Ball's placed at the 45.
And Baxter all over Southeast, 34-0.
Trojans.
What was that? I'm sorry?
Baxter's all over Southeast at 34-0.
Oh, there we go. See? Daryl's got a good one. Of course, first year we're broadcasting that, and here comes Ashbacher near side, cut down just across midfield at the Columbus 48-yard line. There's a flag down.
Yeah, late flag, I don't know. A little extracurricular there. I don't know which side it's on. On Girard.
I didn't see it. All we saw there was a personal foul. Yeah, that's a 15-yarder. That's no good.
Personal foul against the Trojans.
So it'll be 2nd down.
I guess it's from the spot of the foul. Put it back at the 37. Second and 17 for the Trojans. Love gets to the outside, makes a man miss. He's on the run. And nifty move outside, and he'll be pushed out of bounds inside the Columbus 35 at about the 33. Nice run that time by Love, and he gets to the outside.
Good for Trojan. 1st down.
On that Columbus defense. Gain of 26 on the play. The Trojans turn a 2nd and 17 into a 1st and 10. The great carry that time by Love. Again, handoff inside, and he spins forward, a gain of about, call it 4 on the play. 4 yards clouded us, Jess.
Yeah, if that offensive line's getting a big push, and he's not even being touched till 3 or 4 yards into the right up the middle, right behind big center Zach Benzo on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
So 2nd and 7 from the Columbus 33. And a little bit of motion on the defensive front that time. We'll see who they actually call the penalty on. Yep, against Columbus.
Encroachment against the Titans.
Bring up the 2nd down at 2 from the 28. Clock stops with 8:09 to play here, 3rd quarter.
Play clock's ticking down under 10 seconds before the Trojans break the huddle.
This is something Smith's got to keep an eye on here. 3-2. Now they get the snap off. Hand off to Love. Inside, room to run. All right, up the middle. Turns his back and falls forward to the Columbus 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 18 on the play. And I think maybe they found a tailback.
Yeah, but they're going quick here.
And straight ahead again with Love, this time to about the 6. They marked him down at the 12, so.
James Sexton on the tackle there did a good job at the linebacker position, stepping up and filling the hole. Love giving the old stop and go.
5. 2nd and 5.
Clock runs under 7.5. To play here in the 3rd quarter.
Love with the carry.
And again, Love gets just inside the 5. Call it a gain of 2 on the play.
All right, so here's 3rd and short. They run Smith off the field.
3rd and about 6 feet.
We can call this Wildcat.
Moore in at quarterback. He'll take the snap and leans forward, and that's touchdown number 4 for Scott Moore. Moore gets another touchdown. Trojans lead at 24-8 here with 6:45 to play, 3rd quarter. And they're going to go for 2. No, the Trojans don't have a true kicker on their roster. We've got Drake Kotzman handling the kickoff duties, but I might let him kick a field goal. You know what the heck? Try it out. Straight ahead again with Moore. He just waits for a hole to develop and then heads through it, and it's good. Trojans lead it 26-8. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Scott Moore powers in for his 3rd touchdown of the night. Trojans lead at 26-8. They're also perfect on 2-point conversions. That drive just under 4 minutes. Trojans 11 plays, 80 yards to go up 26-8. Pretty good first game out for Girard here tonight against a Columbus team that they've shown some flashes, but Trojans just physically match up, or just a physically tough matchup for Columbus. Oh, crowd's fiery tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, it's spicy over here.
Well, Kotzman kicks a little squib kick here, and the argument, they're going to wave the flag off as the Columbus player did touch the ball before it got out of bounds. So, well, again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but first game out, conditioning, it's still all 78 degrees out here. A lot of boys playing both ways on both teams.
Pistol formation this time for Valela as Columbus runs a man on late. There's no penalty for 10 men in the huddle. Now Valela back to pass, getting pressured, and he's hit and dropped. Trojans get there defensively. Caleb Combs in there with the play that time.
They're going to get a penalty. Illegal procedure is going to back up Columbus further.
Did they decline that?
Didn't look like it. Nope, I'm sure they did. You're right. Jace Midget took off in his route. About 5 yards into his route, he pulled up with a cramp, limped off the field. That's something to keep an eye on.
Second down at 15 now for Columbus from their own 30, and Midget's been their deep threat all night long. This offense could get pretty anemic if he's on the bench, but a quick hitter to the outside. Trojans get there and shut it down quickly, though. Call it a gain of 5. As the pass complete to Shade Schuberger on the outside.
Anthony Pike there. Make short work, but he wasn't going any further.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10. Back at the original line of scrimmage at the 35. Valela will stay in the pistol. Midget still on the sideline for Columbus. Valela back to pass off the hands of his intended receiver, Stice. And it'll bring up a 4th down and 10 for Columbus. And you think they're going to punt it away here.
I would think too. Stice was open there, just Valela hit him in a bad spot, hit him right in the hands. He couldn't just corral it in. I think we got a timeout, maybe. Timeout, Columbus.
All right, we'll take one as well. Trojans leading it 26-8. 5:51 to play, 3rd quarter. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports.
In 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Welcome back out here, Frank Jamison Field. 4th down and 10 for Columbus, set to punt it away. Ashbacher back to receive for the Trojans. The kick is away, a nice high punt. Ashbacher fields it off his chest, loose ball. And we'll see. I think maybe the Trojans able to get back on top of it, just gauging by the lack of excitement on the Columbus side. And Ashbacher playing with fire there. Let it get to his chest. And he comes up a little bit gingerly after all that contact. He's taking some shots tonight, Jess. This guy from his own team, but everybody out there wants to wants to take a shot at young Aiden Ashbacher tonight. 5'10", 151-pound sophomore. Looked pretty good carrying the ball tonight for the Trojans. Where he's taken his shots has been defensively and in special teams, actually. Smith back at quarterback for the Trojans. Scott Moore lined up at the tight end spot. Handoff goes straight ahead to Gilmore, and he's brought down after a gain of about, call it 3.
Brought down by Schuberger and Rodriguez. Gain of 2, brings up second down and 8.
Second down and 8 for the Trojans. Smith in the pistol, back to pass, looking near side, and throws it, kind of twisted up his man. I think that Gannon Clark thought it was going to be the inside shoulder, and Smith threw to the back shoulder, and he got all twisted up. Falls incomplete. It'll bring up third down and about 7 for the Trojans. Stops the clock, 4:55 to play third quarter. Ashbacher in motion now. Clark jumped, and that'll push the Trojans back.
Procedure, that's the Trojans. Brings up third down and 13.
So 3rd and 13 now from 37. Smith back to pass because, of course, you can put this one in the air, and it's batted away by Columbus. That pass intended for Mason Gilmore. And Gilmore, or I'm sorry, pass was intended for Levi Blair. Blair comes away from that Columbus sideline. Now Trojans in a punting situation here. 4th and 13.
We'll see what Zeb can do, see if he can't duplicate a 60-yard punt as his first punt in his high school career.
It's hard to beat that last one.
Pretty good one here.
Got it away here. High kick. Rodriguez calls for a fair catch and takes it at the Columbus 34-yard line. They'll take over 1st and 10. 4:43 to play, third quarter.
Take over 1st and 10.
Columbus able to pick up 1 first down on their last drive, but then forced to punt it away. Just over a minute ago as far as game time goes. And now Kotzman drawn off sides.
Says he moved the football, but I don't think the officials are going to agree.
Now we're going to have a conference. Kotzman's upset.
Got to control some emotions. It's all right.
Yeah, we're up 26 to 8.
Turn around, look at the scoreboard. You're fine. Stay within yourself. Make some plays.
Back to pass is Valela, now being pressured, diving around, and he picks up a couple. He might have lost. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage at the 40. It'll bring up 2nd down and 5. A run of nothing.
Lost his helmet, so he'll have to come out for a play or cost Columbus a timeout. Looks like they're going to run another quarterback out.
Second and 5 now for Columbus. 2 wide, 2 backs in the backfield with Valela. Now there's a timeout on the field. Columbus going to talk it over. We'll take a quick break as well. Trojans leading it 26-8 here in the 3rd quarter. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field. Trojans lead at 26-8. Columbus facing a 2nd down and 5. Valela in the shotgun, puts a man in motion to the far side. Now he'll tuck it down and run with it. And he's going to be out close to a 1st down at about the 44, maybe the 45-yard line.
That's Ben Cole. No, that's wrong one. That's Jet Tanner, wasn't it? Valela's still out.
Yep. That was Cullen. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Jet Tanner carrying it. We both did the same thing there. Sophomore, 5'11", and he's going to limp back over to the sideline after Kotzman fell on him. And now Valela back in the game.
I think they're going to measure.
And call it a 4-yard gain pending measurement.
See if I can't use some camera skills here.
Ooh, Jess.
Ooh. We got a note card.
1st down.
When their NFL official got his note card out and stuck it in between there one time.
Barely a 1st down. After the run by Tanner.
Wind the clock. That's tick-tock, tick-tock.
Midget back in the game now for Columbus. He's lined up here on the near side. And Kotzman gets caught again by the hard count. Another offside penalty. It'll cost the Trojans 5. Second and 5 at midfield. Home crowd doing a little backseat officiating. I myself have been known to do that, Jess.
Once or twice.
Snap, handoff ahead to Stice, and he's going to have enough for a Titan 1st down.
Plus a penalty.
Looks like he got out around the Girard 40-yard line. We'll see what the flag is. Got a face mask. Looks like face mask against Trojans. So we'll see where this one ends up. They'll move the ball to the Trojan 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for Columbus. They got a little something going here. Too wide to the near side. Ooh, Trojan defense gobbled him up in the backfield. Schuberger nowhere to go that time.
Yep, Anthony Pike blitzing from a linebacker position.
Brings up second down and 12.
Actually, yeah, that was Schuberger. Nowhere to go.
Maybe that get things heading right direction here. Trojans had a few negative plays on this drive.
Now there's the pass over the top and too far for Midget as he is clearly got a hitch in his giddy up after going off cramping earlier. Adrian Newton in coverage for the Trojans, 6 foot, 157-pound sophomore. And there's some more cramping going on as Midget will head towards the Columbus sideline. And we have another Titan down on the field getting stretched out by a teammate right now. And you talked about it earlier, Jess, the warm temperatures, the possibility of cramping here early in the season, and we're starting to see it here in the waning minutes of the third quarter.
Yeah, it's inevitable. You knew it was going to happen. It happens first 2 or 3 games every season.
I'm getting thirsty watching these guys run around.
I thought I was going to go down with a foot cramp a while ago, but I powered through it.
Sometimes you got to play through the pain, Jess. Heart of a warrior.
That's right. So, on a half serious note here, I'm really impressed here, Josh. Still early in the second half here, but the Trojans have kind of.
Yeah, it's pleasantly surprised. Just didn't know what to expect, and so I don't know about you. When I don't know what to expect, I expect the worst.
Right, and they've come out and shown some of these younger sophomores.
Yeah, he's got some
play a
playmakers.
little. Yeah,
good news. Something can play basketball too, Jess.
Wouldn't that be nice?
I'll put the cart before the horse, but
yeah, we still got 10 more of these.
I know. Too bad they're not all right here.
Wouldn't that be handy?
That would be great.
I'm going to petition.
Yeah, see if Schwartz can get an all-home game schedule going for us. Maybe if we give the other team pizza. Third down and long here for Columbus. Handoff this time straight ahead. That's Jet Tanner.
Whole host of Trojans in on the tackle. 71-33.
Call it a gain at 3, but it's going to bring up. It's not fourth down, is it? Is it fourth down?
I believe so. Looks like Columbus never hesitated. They're going for it here.
Fourth down and 10. Valela back to pass, being pressured, throws it up, and well covered by the Trojans as Jake Towner. Is that Jake back there? Did I see 14?
Jake's not in uniform.
No, he's not in uniform. What was that?
Where's Jake?
Adrian Newton back there at the cornerback spot, and Trojans had that one double covered. Nowhere really for Valela to go with it, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Jake's been battling an illness, I was told, so he's not suited up tonight.
Is it the Rona? Because it's been going around.
Not allowed to speculate.
All I'm saying is it's been going around. Oh, I got that text from BJ, too. We don't speculate. Oh, wrong way. Now I got to throw it out. Oh, it's picked off. That was the absolute worst thing that could have happened there. That was a blown play from the start. Smith hung on to it after trying to hand it off the wrong way and then threw it up for grabs. And a Columbus defender, that was Siler Schuberger, comes up with the catch. And the Trojans turn it right back over. Smith would have been just better off to go into the fetal position and eat that one. But live and learn, freshman quarterback.
Yep, you'll learn from it.
Sometimes you got to eat it. 1st and 10 now for Columbus from their own 45, from the Trojan 45, excuse me. A nice play in the backfield. That was Anthony Pike coming in there to blow that one up. And he stops Jet Tanner after a very short gain. He'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Timeout, Columbus.
Yeah, there's a timeout on the field. Columbus will take it as well. Trojans lead it 26-8. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Whether you're suffering from the latest bug going around or have a chronic illness that needs regular monitoring by a physician, Girard Medical Center clinics offer quality care for your family close to home. 5 clinics are available throughout Crawford, Cherokee, and Bourbon counties, including Girard, Arma, Frontenac, Cherokee, and Uniontown. Our express care is also available Saturdays, Sundays, and most holidays for the unexpected illnesses that arise. Girard Medical Center clinics and express care, caring for our communities one patient at a time.
Second down and 10 here for Columbus after the interception. Inside Trojan territory, 30 seconds left to play, 3rd quarter. Walela in the gun, 3 wide to the near side. This is a 4 wide receiver set. He's in the pistol, actually. Here's the snap, low snap. Penalty flag is down, thrown over the middle. Catch made by Luke Gray, 6'3" senior. And we'll see what the flag's about. Thrown very early. And it's going to be illegal procedure against Columbus, so that'll erase a nice pass play. He'll back him up 5 yards, and they'll be looking at a 2nd down and 15 from midfield.
Been a handful of penalties, but for the most part, for first game of the year, it's been fairly clean played.
Now the clock stopped with 24 seconds to play, 3rd quarter. Trojans just trying to get out of this one healthy. Look forward to next week against Colgan. That's going to be a big test for this squad. Colgan, last report, was leading Frontenac 21-6. Valela back to pass, getting assisted by some quality holding, and the Trojans almost picked that one off. And Pike was in there on that one as well. Almost came up with it.
3rd down and 15.
Cannon Clark coming to the sideline. He looked like he was battling some cramps.
Trying to stretch it out before it got too bad.
Coaches see that. They're like, no, come over here.
Stretch over here.
Yeah. Trips to the near side. Now they'll put a man in motion. It's Rodriguez going to the far side. Low snap again for Valela, working out of the pistol. Tries to go over the top to Midget. Trojans had it very well covered that time. Midget wants a flag. None coming. It'll bring up 4th and long for Columbus.
But Trojan has done a lot better job here in this second half after they got beat by that play a time or two early to get a free safety help there by Aiden Ashbacher to help Newton on the deep pass.
Looks like they're keeping the offense out on the field. Nope, maybe not. Maybe they'll punt. I just saw Valela out there.
Yeah, they're going, it looks like to me. That's a deep pistol.
Yep, Valela back to pass again, getting pressured. Pike on his way, getting held. Kotzman chasing, and he's driven out of bounds at the Columbus 40-yard line. And just for good measure, Kotzman flopped on him out of bounds. And it'll be Trojan ball at the Columbus 40-yard line. 1st and 10.
Worst case scenario, Vallejo probably just throws that 10 yards out of bounds and doesn't give up 15 yards of field position there.
It's going to hurt the old rushing average, I'll tell you that, Jess.
That's more math.
So Trojans 1st and 10 at the Columbus 40-yard line. That's the last play of the 3rd quarter. Drive straight ahead by Gilmore. And gives the Trojans a gain of 6. Girard student section starting to get fired up a little bit. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Family owned and operated, G&N Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, G&N Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. G&N Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Getting ready to start the 4th quarter here in Girard. Trojans lead at 26-8. Jess, you got some local scoring updates. Give them to us.
Yeah, I've got Pittsburgh's up 46-14 at the half. The last update I got there, Colgan's up 21-13 with a little over 10 minutes to go left of the 4th quarter, and Riverton's up big 35-8 over Galena at the end of the 3rd.
Ooh. Riverton hadn't beaten Galena in a long time, Jess.
I wouldn't think so.
Well, it's not the heydays of Galena this year. They've lost a lot of players, and Moore will take it off the snap, and he'll be close to a Trojan 1st down, out to about the 20 or the 31-yard line. Excuse me. They're gonna call that short at the 31, so it'll be 3rd and 1 for the Trojans.
Well, just means we can do it again.
Third down and 1, straight ahead again with Moore, and he has the 1st down for Girard. They're going to mark him down at the 25. Gain of 6 on the play. 1st down for the Trojans. They just locked in the 4-wheel drive there. The clock runs. Down around 11 minutes to play in the game. Yeah, the Sarwinski era ends this year. First year that Coach Bo Sarwinski hasn't been coaching in what seems like forever. Moore keeps it again, finds a little running room, runs through a couple tackles, and he's emulating his head coach is what he's doing. That looks like Neil Philpott used to look running that option for Pitt State. He'd just fall forward for 4 yards that would turn into 6 yards or 8 yards as the game went on. Well, let me tell you about it, it's effective. As he picks up 8 yards there on 1st down. Trojans now about the 17-yard line. Snap goes to Moore again. He'll hand this one off. Straight ahead. And that's Gilmore. And he'll have a first down at about the 14, so call it a gain of 3 for Gilmore. Trojans trying to add to this lead, but more importantly, just take some time off that clock as we're down under 10 minutes now. Gilmore gets it again. He's stopped short this time by a host of Columbus defenders. May have lost a yard on the play.
Almost looked like from up here that Moore was maybe trying to pull that back out of the belly, and Gilmore wasn't having none of it. He's like, I got it.
Now, Smith in at quarterback. Quick pitch to the outside to Ashbacher. Gets a good block on the outside, and he's in for the touchdown.
That was a quick pitch.
Yeah, it had to be. So, Ashbacher with his first touchdown of the game. Trojans lead at 32-8, pending the 2-point conversion. They're perfect so far tonight. First touchdown tonight for somebody not named Scott Moore for the Trojans, and Moore trying to power ahead for 2, and he's stopped this time. Nobody's perfect, Jess.
Nope.
Nobody's perfect. Trojans lead at 32-8. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan Football on Girard Sports Live.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Welcome back to Frank Jamison Field, Girard, Kansas. Trojans just scored on a 15-yard run by Aiden Ashbacher. His first touchdown of the season. Sophomore running back got the pitch from Cam Smith and took it to the house. Trojans leading it 32-8. And now, new kicker, Jess, new kicker.
Uh-oh.
Tell you, man, Kotzman can kick his leg out.
35.
This is Gilmore going to kick it off for the Trojans. Whoa, little knuckler grounder to first, and Columbus falls on it at their own 38. That's what they'll take over 1st and 10. That looks like me at the driving range, you know, like get a really good swing into it, then top it, and it dribbles out about 15 yards, and everybody laughs. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's I've said it for years and years. Kickers are so undervalued in high school football. Garrett Humble for the last few years has just been a staple.
About 9 minutes left to play in this one. Columbus with it 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. Trips to the near side, low snap for Valela, a little pump fake, now a little screen action back the other way. Nobody fooled on that one.
Gannon Clark.
Yeah. Siler Schuber gobbled up in the backfield. Pass complete for a loss of 5 yards.
Yep. Gannon Clark playing middle inside linebacker. Didn't bite on any pump fakes and stayed with his man. And
so 2nd and 15 at about the 34, 33-yard line. Clock ticking now under 8.5. Layla stays in the gun. And this spread offense is just what Columbus does. And it looks like an illegal procedure penalty.
Or delay.
Something. Yeah, the clock did tick down to zeros.
Yep.
And Columbus gets the delay game. That'll back them up even more. So it'll be second down and close to 20. At about their own 28-yard line. We need a statistician, Jess. That's what you hit BJ up for. We don't need a camera operator. We need a stats guy. That one, nice stop there by the Trojan defensive front again. Nowhere to go for Ashbacher.
That's Pike and Kotzman just filling the middle up.
No gain on the play. 3rd and 20 now from the Columbus 28-yard line. We've seen him hit some big pass plays, but Midget went off with some cramps earlier and really hasn't looked the same running those deep routes since then. And there's a handoff again to Ashbacher. He's brought down after a gain of about 2.
Jordan Love gets up off the bottom of that pile.
And now he's looking a little ginger. And he'll head out. Fourth and long now as Columbus set to punt it away. And it'll take a Trojan bounce near midfield. Is there a flag?
Very could be.
No, I don't think so.
Kotzman nearly got his big paws in there on that punt. Good penetration up the middle. Well, no pun intended, but Trojans could put their youngsters out there with this big lead, but
that's all we got. We've had them out there all night, Jess.
That's been playing the whole game.
We'd have to go get some 8th graders. Just put out a call. There's probably some in the stands. Trojans have it 1st and 10 to Columbus 45. Smith back in at quarterback. Scott Moore lined up near side. Handoff to Love straight ahead. He spins off the first tackle, but then stopped for no gain at the 45. Yardage isn't really important here. It's more of a time thing.
Health.
Yeah, health and time. There should be like 1 second left on that play clock every time the Trojans snap the ball. From here on out, as we tick under 6 minutes to play in the game. More tight formation this time for the Trojans. Smith hands it off straight ahead to Love. He'll pick up about 3 yards. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 7.
I'm mightily impressed with Junior Love. He took 2.
He's going to be sore, but he looks good.
He took 2 big defensive interior linemen for Columbus and just knocked them 3 yards backwards, both of them.
Momentum.
We got a Columbus player on a knee here. Don't know.
That is Carter Henry.
I think it might just be a shoe issue.
6'2" junior.
Yep.
280.
And he was one of them that went backwards. Knocked his shoe off.
Knocked him out of his shoes.
That's right.
Love ready to go there in the backfield behind Smith, who lines up in the pistol. Under 5 minutes now as the Trojans let the clock kind of do its thing. And they get the call from the side. Look, what?
Somebody jumped. They said
Illegal procedure. Coach Philpott doesn't understand. I didn't see it.
He's given a number, but
he's allowed to put somebody in motion. What's the?
But not two of them. If someone else moved at the same time.
If you want to split hairs, Jess, I guess so. Backs the Trojans up. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 11
That'll
from
change, yeah.
the 46.
Change the play call a little.
Call it 3rd and 12. Hand off to Love straight up the middle. Jess, it did not affect the play call one little bit. He'll pick up about 3 there. It'll be 4th down, and we'll run 37 seconds off the clock here. Under 4 minutes now to play. Moore lined up to the near side. Trojans get the call in from the sideline. Smith take a snap, back to pass. Throws a quick one outside, almost picked off. As again, he went inside shoulder to Gannon Clark, and he probably should have gone outside shoulder. But he's a young guy, and it's not always the easiest throw to make there when you're throwing quick to the sideline like that. But overall, I think Cam Smith's looked pretty good tonight, Jess. Taking care of the football and made good decisions except for the one interception. He's looked pretty good here tonight.
Looked really good under control here. You know, moment's not been too big. He's made some really good decisions. That quick pitch to Ashbacher for the touchdown.
That's a quick read.
Yeah.
Well, Columbus will take over at the 43. Valela in the gun. Now they'll motion Rodriguez to the far side. Oh, nope, they'll just run him straight off the field.
Isn't that a penalty?
I don't know. Valela back to pass. Now he's being pursued. He'll just let this one go out of bounds to the Trojan sideline.
I guess you can't call 12 men in a huddle if they never huddled.
They never huddled, right. That was kind of a weird sequence of events there from the start. But no harm, no foul. It's an incompletion. 2nd down and 10 now from 43 for Columbus.
You learn something new every ball game. It
Stop.
seems like.
It did stop the clock. 3:24 to play. They'll run trips to the near side again unless they run somebody else off the field. Here's the snap. Valela back to pass. Over the middle. Had Rodriguez, but threw it. Led him too much.
Valela's got an arm.
Yeah.
He throws the ball well.
Third and 10 now. Columbus not going to leave any bullets in the gun. They're slinging it all around the field here late. Again, 3 wide to the near side. Little wide receiver bubble screen. This one goes to Rodriguez as he's brought down from behind. That was Junior Love who got him from behind, but not before he picks up the Titan 1st down into Trojan territory at the 43. Gain of 14 on the play.
Looks like Trojans have a host of backups in there.
And now Valela going to take off with it. A few Trojans bring him down. Gain of about 8 on the play. Ball rests at the 35-yard line of the Trojans, under 2.5 to play. Layla in the pistol, 3 wide to the far side. Another quick bubble screen this time out to Rodriguez. See if the Trojans can close it down. And got a lot of young guys out on the field right now. Rodriguez picks up the first down, delivers a shot out there. It looked like Corbin Bowen, the freshman, with the tackle for Girard.
Yeah, I think the way it looks, Trojans got about a whole freshman, sophomore squad out there.
Now 3 wide to the near side. Valela going to air it out, and it's picked off. And that's Bowen with it. Coming back the other way for the Trojans, makes a man miss. He's on the run, running for his life out across 45, finally pushed out by Valela near midfield, and Valela's letting him hear about it, but you just threw a pick and you're losing 32-8. Doesn't make people really honor your oratory, you know? Minute 31 to play. Trojans with it. Out the interception. We won't need that much longer anyway, Jess. 1st and 10 for Girard at their own 48.5-yard line. Called to 49.
What, about 4 or 5 plays?
I think you got to get, well, see how many timeouts Columbus feels like burning here, Jess. Smith still in at quarterback. Gilmore in the backfield behind him. And now there's a timeout on the field. Trojans will talk it over. I don't think Coach Philpott, he saw something he didn't like there and called timeout. Talk it over. We'll take a quick break as well. Trojans comfortably out in front. It's an academic exercise. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Thanks to your support, Kennard Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Kennard Eye Care, the clear choice for your family's vision.
Well, it's about 9:19, 9:20 in the evening here. Minute 31 left to play. It's what happens when the team runs a spread, Jess. They throw a lot of incompletions, clock stops, and we're here till midnight. That's what happens.
Well,
Trojans happy with this performance. They do this all night long, man. 32-8 right now. They lead it. Victory formation for Girard. There's a snap and the kneel down, and and the clock runs. Now down to a minute left as the Trojans break the huddle. It's all over but the crying and the bus ride. Smith takes another knee.
Nope, that should do it.
That will do it. The final play of the game. Trojans open up 2023 with an impressive 32-8 win over the Columbus Titans. They'll move to 1-0. Trojans back in action next Thursday night at Hutch Field as they'll take on the Colgan Panthers, who were leading last time we checked over the Frontenac Raiders. So they'll be likely 1-0 as well as we head into that ball game. Columbus will fall to 0-1 on the year. And they'll try to get the ship righted before they're back in action again next week. But that's going to do it. Trojans get the win here tonight in Girard over Columbus. And we'll step away for a quick break. And we'll be back with our post-game show. And our post-game coach interview. We'll talk players of the game, all that stuff coming up on the other side of the break. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have two convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Crocan has been serving the area for 70 years, and our employees are truly what sets us apart. Not only do they provide the best high-speed internet service available, they live and work where you do. They care about the company, our customers, and our community. They donate, they volunteer, and their investment makes us different. When you call, you get a local voice to solve your problems and keep you connected. We could not do it without their passion and hard work. Thank you, Crocan employees, for making us the best.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Calls carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Calls continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
Family owned and operated, G&N Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, G&N Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. G&N Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust, federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
Welcome back out here to Frank Jamison Field. Our post-game show brought to you by Farmers Bank. Farmers Bank, proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Well, Jess, a great game to start the season out for the Trojans. Looked good defensively. They got beat once over the top, but they got even with an interception in the end zone late in the game. They come out with a quality 32-8 win, and good job managing the offense by Cam Smith. He made some plays when he needed to. Good read on the option pitch to Aiden Ashbacher for the final score of the game, and a good effort all around. And we got Coach Philpott in here right now. Let's just put him to work. That's a quick run up here to the box, Coach.
Quick meeting.
Yeah. All right.
Priority.
Post-game coach interview brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust. Serving the area for over 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust, a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. And, Coach, a lot of questions coming into this game. A lot of young guys getting some action here after you guys graduated a big senior class last year, and then you end up having to start a freshman quarterback in Cam Smith, but he managed the offense pretty well, and you guys look pretty sharp here tonight.
Yeah, I think overall we had a lot of guys team win. I mean, we had a lot of guys step in and play maybe more minutes than we thought they were going to have to play because if somebody get dinged and have to sit out a few reps or whatever it might be. I thought Cam did a really nice job. We tried to kind of ease him into it, let him see it. They played a different front than we thought we were going to see, but that's why we do what we do in practice and rep a lot of different fronts. So kids can adjust to it, and I thought he handled it pretty well. I thought Scott Moore played a very good game. Both sides of the ball, he was in there until the last minute on both sides, and he played a lot. And he did some nice things, but our offensive line was able to get some movement, and we were able to kind of get some hard yards when we needed to. And we got a lot of question marks still left. They're not all answered, that's for sure. But we've got some guys that now have got some experience a little bit, I guess. We'll see how we go from here.
Well, let's talk about Junior Love, your 6-foot tailback, sophomore. Man, he looked like he kind of had something going there, good field vision, and kind of shifty when he needs to be.
Yeah, he and Mason kind of battled out in camp, and they're both going to get plenty of reps on. But yeah, he's done a nice job, gotten better from a year ago, running a little bit lower with his pad level, and he can run. You just got to, there's times that we still got to see how we're supposed to fit on some things, and that will come with more reps. And he's still young. We're young across the board. Only got 13 upperclassmen, so we got a lot of guys still figuring some things out. But he did a nice job, and I thought Mason ran hard, both that position. And I thought our A's and Z's did a nice job when we call on to carry the ball.
And the option, a lot of times looking at it from the stands, it looks pretty simple. But as a player down there on the field, you got to make a lot of reads. You got to be careful with the football. And you guys look pretty efficient tonight with all the young guys out on the field running the option.
Yeah, I think we just had one turnover, didn't we? And so we didn't run maybe as much true triple tonight as we had or have in the past, but kind of settled in. We were able to get some stuff off the dive, and but we were able to handle the pitch when we needed to. And I thought Cam did a nice job getting it distributed and threw some nice balls. And we got a ways to go, but we're off to a good start. The first win's the hardest, and it's nice to get your first one on the first night.
Well, speaking of first wins, Colgan got theirs tonight over Frontenac, so they'll be 1-0 when you guys face them next Thursday night at Hutchfield. What are you expecting to see out of the Panthers?
I think they'll be solid. I'd say they've got a lot of kids coming back. They've got a big senior class. A lot of kids played on a good team last year, and I haven't watched any film really of them. Just kind of know who they're bringing. But they'll be well coached, and I'm sure they'll be tough. So it's a short week, but it's a short week for both of us. We got Labor Day weekend, no school on Monday, then we got a JV game on Tuesday, and then we play on Thursday. So it's going to be a little tough, but time is the same for both, and we just got to make the best use of ours.
All right, Coach. We'll let you off the hook and let you enjoy this first win of the season. Congratulations on this one, and see you next Thursday at Hutchfield.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. That's head coach Neil Philpott of the Girard Trojans. They come out on top tonight, 32-8 over the Columbus Fighting Titans. A good effort all around. You heard Coach talk about it in the interview, a solid team win and quick turnaround. Like you said, next Thursday, Trojans back in action against Colgan at Hutchfield. And, of course, we'll have that for you here on Girard Sports Live, 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff. There from Hutchfield, and maybe we'll get my lovely wife to run the camera for us, Jess. You'll have a little bit easier go of it. You earned your money tonight, bud.
Well, just don't ask for any defensive stats because I'm sure Columbus run more than like 15 plays, and that's about all the tackles I got recorded. So,
all right, well, let's take a look at some of the stats from the game for the Trojans offensively. Scott Moore, you heard Coach talk about how he played this one pretty much whistle to whistle. Offensively, defensively, and everywhere, and that's the kind of leadership you look for out there on the field, especially with a young team like this. And he had 8 carries, 36 yards, 3 touchdowns, also had a catch for 36 yards. So a good night for Scott Moore. We don't have his defensive stats because Jess can't run the camera with one hand, keep stats with the other, and juggle with his feet while he does it. So.
Right, multitasking is not my forte.
No. I'm not a very good single tasker. Mason Gilmore rushed for 12 carries for 64 yards. Junior Love, 17 carries, 99 yards, just 1 yard. Unofficially, of course, might just go ahead and give him the 100, but a good night carrying the ball for him. And then Aiden Ashbacher, 5 carries, 39 yards, but he did get that 15-yard touchdown run as well. And for Columbus, really the lone highlight tonight was a big 51-yard touchdown pass from Valela to Jace Midget, and that was their only score of the night. Trojans looking good as they take this one 32-8. Now, Jess, should I take another break here and let you think over player of the game? You want to do that? We'll come back with player game and then sign off, so we'll do that. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan Football on Girard Sports Live.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
Mathis Drugstore Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drugstore, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We have been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have two convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Welcome back one last time to Frank Jameson Field here in Girard. Trojans win it 32-8 over the Columbus Titans. They'll take on Colgan next week, next Thursday at Hutch Field. And Jess, a big win tonight. There's a couple guys, a few different guys we could probably give player of the game to, but who do you think?
Yeah, like you said, you know, we discussed it just a little bit off air, but I'm going to go with the player that played probably the most downs, did numerous different things, had a 30-yard reception, 3 touchdowns, many good tackles on defense. I'm going to go with number 40, junior Scott Moore.
All right, congratulations to Scott. A heck of a game. 36 yards on the ground, 36 yards through the air, 3 touchdowns, not to mention all those defensive stats we missed tonight. So our player of the game brought to you by Evans Motors. The best players in the car business are Nate and Eddie at Evans Motors. Let them find the car, truck, van, or SUV that's right for you and your family. Visit them at the corner of 69 and 400 south of Pittsburgh or see their online showroom at evansmotors.net. But that's going to do it for us here from Frank Jameson Field. For Jess Murphy, I'm Josh Lettner saying thanks for joining us. You've been watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.